Alright guys, Beeline here, back more. Kenna. We are continuing on. I don't know what the fuck we're doing. But it's the next day. It's already like what? What time is it? Oh, okay. It's not as late. I thought it was like 1. But I mean it's like 12:37. It's still late. Oh, it's behind me. Oh, or maybe not. Where am I going? Here?
I found my tools. Just where I left them. It should come in handy.
Yeah, we are nearing the end game, I believe. I believe we're around 3/4 of the way through the game. To be honest, in an ideal world, we would finish the game today. Probably not in this recording session, but by tonight, be cool. And that way, that would mean I finish finish the game by the end of the year. It's tomorrow's final day of the year. What should I do here? I'll probably get this, I think. What's this one? That's interesting, but I think I'll go over this. Actually, what are these? I should have actually looked at these. Oh, these require higher levels. I think we're close to level 3, though. I'll probably get this next. Alright. This is nice looking. Am I supposed to go down? I guess it's there, right? That's the... How the fuck am I supposed to get down?
When our land began to struggle, I left to search for supplies. My journey took me far across the sea. Adira stayed behind to help.
Yeah, so I have a few hours here. Well, technically I have the entire day. I'm technically, like, I have nothing going on today. I don't work. But
Her promise to move on without me if I
I'm
didn't
also
make it
not really,
Villagers would need her help to build a new home. It must have been hard for her, not knowing my fate.
yeah, I'm also, I do want to get stuff done in terms of working on stuff for my other channel. Anything here? Nothing. Fuck's the elevator? Okay, well that was obviously a bad decision. I didn't realize that the health goes over a bar long now.
Right there.
They just okay, well.
See that over there?
Yeah, this feels very restrictive. Where am I drop? Yeah, this is a nice looking area. Look at that. It gets so weird, like, whenever, like, I am recording this in 1080, I guess, so I guess it's probably fine. But, like, I feel weird whenever, like, I, like, take in the scenery of things, because, like, usually the recording's, like, lesser quality, so it's, like, it doesn't make it look as impressive as what it really is, but anyway. Alright, what are we doing? Oh, I'm going up there. Wait, this way? No, not that way. Is it this one then? No. Wait, where am I going then? Over there. Yeah, last night I did stream. I did get my Sasuke 39 video done as well, and then I did something else that I don't remember. What did I do? Oh, I started my Survivor UK Panama review. which the plan is to finish that tonight if I can. And then possibly even get a start in the Adira Station again. Okay, so yeah, this is the area. Actually, I just realized I don't even know what I'm playing next. Like, am I gonna play Tales of Arise? Or should I just go for Ratchet and Clank? Oh shit, what is this? Oh fuck. Wait, how am I supposed to defeat 15 enemies? Fuck. What? Yeah, this is obviously not working out. So is this a thing I have to actually do? Or is this just like an optional objective? What? Oh, fuck off. I got 10. Whatever. Am I not supposed to be going this way? I feel like the game doesn't want me to go that way. I don't know if this is right. Oh, I have to get into the caves. Oh, okay. So that's where I'm actually supposed to be going. It's the blue one, not the other one. Alright. Fuck. Can I just run away? What is that shit called again? Adira's Regrets.
Okay, I've got the plate working, so you should be able to activate this door.
Wait, oh, well, no, shit. Wait, what? Oh, fuck, there's another one. God damn it. Okay, well, that didn't work. Fuck off of that. Oh, fuck off of that, too. What? What? Okay, what the fuck? Wait, what? What's going on here? Like, why isn't this working? Is there something up here? Wait, was I not standing on this movie? Oh. God damn it. What? Oh, fuck off with this bullshit. I fucking hate this shit. Oh, fuck that. Okay. Is there anything to listen to? Oh, this is the village park. Fuck, how much is this? Wait, I'm just... Oh, I didn't realize there was this over here. Okay, I can see that. Yeah, I don't have anything to really listen to. I mean, I have podcasts, but it's like... Oh, fuck off with that. What the fuck? Oh, fuck off. You can't make that jump? God damn it. Alright, well. That's kind of shit. So do you need to hit it twice then? Oh, what? I really overjumped the thing? That's some bullshit. Leave that. Now, is there anything to listen to? I don't really see anything too important here. Maybe I can do, yeah, I mean, we can listen to the podcast maybe.
So, we're just gonna go with Christian tonight.
Listen to
I feel like
Cambodia.
me and you have you must have a lot to say about this season.
RGP
Like I
podcast.
have a lot to
From
say
like
about
6
anything,
months
Rob.
ago.
You can't imagine we're giving this impression. No, I think it'd be a great time. I mean, this is a very formative season for me, and I imagine it had to be interesting for you too, Rob, because you know your co-podcaster, your co-know-it-all was there.
Mm.
I'm curious. I want to get a sense of what that was like for you to have someone you see all the time on the show. I'm going to be curious about that too. This whole season is surreal for me as a podcaster because this was really sort of like when Rob Has a Podcast was really like coming into its own with the community and the excitement, and then ultimately the fan vote, which sent people into the season where I did interviews with, I don't know, like 24 of the 32 people that were up for the fan vote, which I'm sure we'll talk about, and then ultimately the way that it played out, and then ultimately just like all of the interactivity, and of course watching Steven, which I've now had the pleasure of watching Steven's 2 seasons back to back, which has given me an even more unique perspective on watching my friend play Survivor and his whole Survivor career I've seen play out in a matter of days. So that's all been very wild, and I'm looking forward to discussing it all with you, because it's such a season where, and they'll tell us many times, that the ball really moves forward from a strategic standpoint here this season. I would love to talk through in terms of like what has stuck, what hasn't stuck. I feel like that this was the season that brought us into the 30s, and now that we're at the end of the 30s, we can have a chance to take a look back in terms of where did the game end up going, and there's a lot of prognostication of, oh, this is where it's going. It'll be interesting to see how it ultimately panned out, and of course, we will start that conversation here tonight, and I think we will probably go for some time. But if there's anything we miss, we will get to your questions. Our patron feedback show, we'll try to get to your questions tonight. If we miss any, we will do that with our patron feedback show, which we do after every single one of these countdown seasons. I just most recently talked to Dr. Amanda Rabinowitz and Jason Curtis Rivera on our Token Teens patron feedback show only yesterday.
Fuck off
we'll
with
be back
that.
on Thursday with our patron feedback show for Survivor Cambodia with Tyler Lyons and Stefan Van Sant. So that will be coming up on Thursday in your patron podcast feed. All right. Christian, how's everything going for you?
God damn it, I thought we couldn't.
Things have been busy, Rob. You know, but busy.
Oh,
You know, I feel
I'm
like
a
I've been
fucking
in my
idiot.
robotics bunker for the
I'm a
past
fucking
many
idiot. That's my
months,
own fault. I know what I'm
working
doing
on,
now. Oh, did I really just die?
Duties, and
That's
you know,
lovely.
so it gives me time to work on my career, but also my Malcolm
Very
Reaper
nice.
cosplay, which I'm trying to work on.
Coming along nicely.
Oh, thank you. I'll have to, at one point, I'll have to go out and meet him
Whatever.
to see how my hair compares to his length. So, for those who can't see on the podcast, I haven't had a haircut since I think mid-2019. So it's good raw material for what I eventually do.
Where do you fit in the Malcolm Jimmy T evolution? Do you think? Are you in between Malcolm and JT? Are you to the left of Malcolm in the photo? I mean, you're talking Malcolm and Jimmy T. So, like, I mean, obviously, I'm not younger than Malcolm. That would be ridiculous, you know. But so, and I'm hopefully not older than Jimmy T. So, I would say, you know, if you on the Malcolm Jimmy T Jimmy T spectrum, with 0 to 10. Probably 0.6.
Okay.
0.6, I would say. So,
right.
no, so 6.0.
Yeah.
That's right.
And I'm just really happy to have you back on the podcast. I really enjoyed the Ask Dr. Hubicki podcast that we did. We did one in November and then maybe another one, I think, in December. That was a very fun group of podcasts that we did.
Oh, it was a lot of fun. I mean, we got a lot of questions, basically Q&A style, and they were all about all kinds of things. And that was a great time. And got all kinds of questions I got to research about. I got to look up dino chickens and black holes and Bruce Willis movies. And that was sort of the gestalt of it, which was a good time. Yeah, and overall, it's been a good time this last year to sort of take stock of Survivor generally, since we didn't have it for a year. I think this is going to be good for us to come back, you know, with a little bit of fresh perspective after all this time.
Okay, so this next season of Survivor is going to be 10 seasons after Survivor Cambodia. Survivor Cambodia aired in the fall of 2015, so it's actually going to be 6 years later. That's going to still take some getting used to, the gap year of Survivor, but we'll figure it out eventually. So, Christian, you and I have both gone back and watched Survivor Cambodia. What's your headline after rewatching Cambodia?
So, when I first started watching the season, so I should say, first off, I held the season in very high regard to begin with. I mean, it is a very strategy, politics-y heavy season, the game politics, and I think that's the reputation that it has, I think, among a lot of fans, just because of the constant talk about voting blocks. And after rewatching it, it's very clear why you come away with that with that impression, because they only say it about 1,000 times post-merge.
This season, it's not alliances, it's voting blocks.
It's voting blocks, alliance, and alliances, voting blocks. It was very, we'll get to that a lot. So, but upon rewatch, when I first started watching the season, I'm like, I don't remember this season. The early season felt so different. It really was the Varner and Ave Maria show, as far as I was concerned, because they went to all those tribal councils, and it was really the drama of where's Ave Maria going to go? Because wherever she goes, someone's not going to be happy with it, and they're going to go home.
Oh, fuck off.
But I think
oh my god, what the fuck?
Like, that was interesting.
Why can't I make this jump?
It really started to heat up.
I made it just like 2 seconds ago. What the fuck?
I started to rediscover why I love this.
Oh, I'm an idiot. I know
as
what
it got
I'm doing.
much later, especially when you hit the final 6. That final 6 vote at the tribal council. I was wondering at the time. It was one of those few tribal councils that in the real time when I watched it, I paused, rewound, watched it again, paused like multiple times.
You went on live. You could have been spoiled.
Yeah, I mean, it's what do you mean? You were spoiled for this?
No, I'm saying that you could have your phone could have blown up. Like, hey, Jeremy wins.
Oh yeah, yeah. I thankfully I was watching it live at the time. But yeah, now on the rewatch, I see why I enjoyed it so much. I was wondering if the magic would be gone, but a lot of those really interesting moments with lots of layers really hold up. So I'd say on the whole, I was worried I was going to be disappointed. At the end of it, I was very satisfied.
Yeah. Overall, I would like to add that we got a lot of feedback about this being the 9th best season. I was inundated on Twitter. I don't know if it bears saying to the people that listen to the podcast, because I think that they understand, but I just want to reiterate, this was not Rob Cesternino's list of all-time seasons, for the record. This was a fan vote, and we asked the fans for any of our new listeners, back in December, we asked the fans to rank the 40 seasons, and they ranked them from 1 to 40. They submitted a list, and we got that list, and we are releasing them one at a time in reverse order. So I apologize that the list and the rankings have not gone. This is wild, Christian. That the fan poll has actually turned out very different from a majority of what people seem to think.
Well, I mean, I think it's a weird. I think the problem is when you have seasons that are some way polarizing, right? When you have you know what it's like to have your poster, Rob. You know, he's like, you really see, it said Candidate A was losing, but I love Candidate A.
Yes.
But
What?
I didn't know that there were people who, I guess, saw the season as like too Peabody or something like that, and maybe voted it down. I don't know. But if you get a season that's polarizing, it's going to end up in the middle and make no one happy.
Yeah, it's almost as if the most vocal people on Twitter didn't vote, and then just were very vocal on Twitter.
That seems implausible, Rob. People who are vocal always have the most say in what's going on, for sure.
Okay. All right. So just up front, I've definitely gotten way more feedback. This was too low, and I have to say, after rewatching the season back this week,
I thought it was too high.
Disagree. I mean, I think that from top to bottom, this is a really, really strong season.
What?
There's
I
a
thought it
great
was too
winner.
high.
I really judge this when I'm sort of like evaluating Survivor seasons. Then I try to separate from the what was it like in the real time from in terms of like watching it back of like how many times is there a dud of an episode? How many times am I just like all right, I'm sort of like checking out. I really don't think there's a stretch in this season where you get that, and the finale. A lot of times these finales really fall off cliff,
I'm an idiot.
and it was a banger of a finale. Maybe the best episode of the season.
The final 6 vote I think was wonderful. I mean, even though the final 4 vote is Kelly Wentworth almost certainly going home. Like I think that was the one time in the finale I was kind of like drifting in my attention. But other than that, there's a lot of great stuff, and there's we'll talk about the final tribal council, and of course I think the thing that people remember about that, or at least the thing I remember about that, was Jeremy revealing that that his wife was with child, and that really stuck with the jury. So there was a lot of stuff in the finale that I loved. I would say in terms of my overall enjoyment of the season, I felt like the first 4 episodes were like it to me felt like a different show than the last the last 10 or so. So it's like first time watching it, I'm like, and we'll get into maybe why I thought that, which if that wasn't bad. I think that there's a good amount of mess in a good Survivor season, and those first 4 episodes, things are going all over the place. So I think it added something to it, but like eventually I think it settled into my mind. I can see why this was one of these more strategic seasons, and I was reminded of that.
So for myself and anybody who's been doing the rewatch along with us, that this was I thought a very fun experience, because that it was very satisfying that for basically everybody except the Kagian 4 and PG, I have already watched their first season already. So for the majority of the cast, like I was able to sort of like look at this and like, oh yes, I've just seen Sierra, I've just seen Abby Maria, I've just seen Steven, so I've just seen Jeremy and Kelly and Keith. So the first seasons for a lot of these players was also like very fresh in my mind, watching them come into this game with the baggage to bring up a term that was brought up in Survivor Philippines, that the players all brought with them from their first games.
Yeah, and I will say about these seasons in general. You're talking about you just rewatched them, and I think that this season solidifies for me that the seasons where you have the more complicated politics, which this one definitely did, this really works for me in a way that some of the later seasons do not, with their more complicated politics for a few reasons. But one of them is that we know these people already. That these are people that, to some degree, you have strong memories about. You don't need to know that Spencer's this chess guy who does economics. Andrew Savage is like this lawyer guy who felt screwed out of Pearl Islands. You kind of already know their backstories, and the ones you don't know already, you probably don't know much about Kelly Wentworth, but guess what? You have plenty of her this time to get to know her. So that allows that frees you up a little more space.
What is that? Like, they fucking blow you off a fucking
more complicated. If these were all people we didn't know, like who would we know after the first? And I'm curious if you agree with this, but like, who would you know much about in the first 4 episodes, other than like, who is this Avi Maria person, and why is she doing what she's doing? Who is this Jeff Varner person? Like why? If you didn't know them already, then you would have little context.
Yeah, I'm really interested to know, like, as we're watching back this season, like, I really would like to think about like the way that this season influences the other returnee seasons that happen over the next 5 years, which are game changers and ultimately winners at war. And this idea of it being a second chance season, I think was so powerful. Of all these people, they came up short their first time, and I think that for so many of them, it was about trying to correct what went wrong in their second chance season. And to contrast that, for winners at war, that these are all people that won on one of their previous experiences. So the motivation for them, that there were some people like Michelle Fitzgerald who had a motivation in, yeah, I won, but I want to change the perception of me of how I won. But I don't think that you had like sort of like the built-in motivation for the players that came with this is the thing I did wrong last time, and this is the thing I'm going to change in this season.
Oh, it was all over this season, Rob. I mean, like, to the point where I'm like, I agree with you. Great concept. They could have mentioned it about 50% fewer times. They could have gotten away with it. Maybe, and this might have been an artifact of this rewatching the show. You hear it all over.
Either way, I think we'll end here.
You hear just saying, is this your second chance? Is this your second chance about this? At one point, the puzzle was said to have a second chance.
I'm not fucking you. This is literally, whatever. Anyway,
the puzzle
we'll continue on next
that
episode.
didn't happen, and Worlds Apart got a second chance. Like,